We turn now to a KION special report. This year has opened a wider conversation about police and their role in public safety response. KION's Drew Andre takes us an inside look at how police on the Central Coast navigate one of the most difficult daily challenges, responding to mental health related calls.
Come on, man, we don't want to do this. Drop the knife.
A regular call can turn tense in a matter of seconds.
We don't want to hurt you, man. We can help you, but you gotta drop the knife.
In September, police say this Santa Cruz man wielding a knife threatened suicide and challenged officers to shoot at him. Until finally, officers tased the man and took him into custody without any injuries.
We believe in time, talk, and tactics, that the more time you can give somebody to come to their senses, discussing with them rather than yelling at them, and then using the tactics to keep ourselves and them safe, whether it's shields or less lethal munitions.
These situations are extremely familiar to Chief Andy Mills and his Santa Cruz department.
How often do you say you guys are responding to maybe what falls under the category of behavioral health calls?
Multiple times every day. Yeah, we're probably in the multi-thousands of calls a year. And with all of those calls, it doesn't take much for it to go wrong.
It's no secret, police are not mental health professionals, but say they're the ones tasked with responding to all 911 related behavioral and mental health calls. This year, there's been a movement to prevent police from responding to nonviolent calls, including many that fall under the mental health umbrella.
Building a society where we approach our problems with care, not with violence.
Chief Mills says he would be on board with some of those changes, but questions who would be there to respond if not his department.
When the rest of society has abandoned this person, is incapable of dealing with it, there's only one person left, and that's a person in a blue uniform. And that's why it's so important for us to get as much training as we can, as much understanding as we can, to make sure that we're doing this the right way.
That training includes de-escalation, improving communication, and watching videos of other mental health calls that turned violent with the suspect or even the responding officers.
We put officers through those scenarios, put our sergeants through those scenarios, our command staff through those scenarios, so that we're all working together as a team to peacefully bring resolutions to crisis situations.
Monterey, Santa Cruz, and nearly every department on the Central Coast has mental health liaisons. They're called upon to help in these challenging situations.
If I can get somebody from Monterey County Behavioral Health to come, maybe a social worker from CHOMP. If the person's a veteran, we can get the outreach person from VRC or Veterans Transition Center. We want to establish a line of communication, right? And open up that communication, start building that rapport.
The scale of mental health training has drastically increased in recent decades as overall awareness has improved.
I think we've kind of now come to an evolution to say, look, we don't have to use these high levels of force. We can do other things and be creative in how we do that. So I think that is what has changed.
In Santa Cruz, Drew Andre, KION News Channel 546.